Oh, you have a new phone? Nice. Who needs splits? Splits are for nothing. Who needs it? Just a timer in the corner, full seconds. I haven't ever really done plant, so I'm like, okay. I have no interest in trying to beat my tanker plant time today, but I can do plant and see how I measure up there. So, yeah, not a bad idea. Lets me practice the actually important part of the run. Which, as we know, is nothing that involves the character Solid Snake, even though it feels like that. So, ooh, that's not good.
I'm under attack. Stay alert. Stay on the lookout.
Doesn't really matter. We can screw up A-OK. It's actually playing on an Xbox controller because DS4 exclusivity mode and the cable are problematic. So I'm just going without. It's honestly been kind of a nice thing. Oh yeah, I just have French on for French. There's actually really no reason for it. There is on if you're doing Snake Tales is actually faster in French. Slightly, like slightly faster in French. But no, there's really no reason to have French on. It's just there to be there. Okay, I gotta remember there is another cutscene here. Yep. That's the additional I just selected plant cutscene. I wonder how many people, when they bought this game, decided not to play tanker and instead they played plant. How many people were like, yeah, I'm playing plant first. Don't get synced. There we go. All right. Also, hello, Ratam. Ratam, welcome. Game ends at the tanker. Imagine if there was never the plant chapter. It was just tanker. And people are like, man, this game's a ripoff. Yeah? Do you? I don't think you do. Maybe the original Soul version. I don't know. Can you?
Who's there?
Nah, who needs to play tank? That was a terrible, terrible line. I should not have rolled there. I know it's not actually rolling, but I find it easier just to use the generic term roll, since it applies universally across the games.
Freeze.
Even if Raiden's a special boy and he doesn't roll. He's like the one character who's like, I have a special movement skill. Well, Phantom Pain, you dive. You can dive. You dive constantly if you want. Want to be a goof. Then there's the dolphin dive. It is an aerial, not a cartwheel. So to avoid that issue, I just say rolls. And they're like, that's not actually rolling. And you're like, you're right. But the spinny thing is close enough. Stupid. Nope, didn't quite get it.
Who's there?
It's fun just going straight into plant, not having to get bogged down by a tanker. This is, I hate going for one frame on this. Like, it's so easy to screw up. Also, I fast forwarded for some reason. I one frame that quite often. Very common. Very, very common. Use D-pad here. Glad I got sleep. I think part of the reason why I was so disjointed last time is I just didn't have enough time. I was tired. It just sucks because like this is the best time for me to stream in terms of like my timing, and I'm like very awake, but it's awful for streaming unless I'm literally just catering to Europeans, which I like catering to Europeans. It's just rough. It's better to stream like late in the morning, but I'm more tired. Ugh.
It's the un.
Hey, don't be too mean to Mexico and Canada, okay?
Who's there?
What did they do to you?
Who is that?
Oof!
It's the enemy. I need.
Oof! It's right here.
Who's there? Enemy sighted. Requesting backup unit.
Pretty sure. It's close. Plymouth? Good timing, though. Virtually European. It's true, though. I'm already European. I'm ready, baby. Ode to Joy incoming.
It's the enemy. I need help.
I'm a peon. I'm a peon. That's what I am. French in-game text, European Union streaming times. Got it all going down. What's up, Blue? Early bud. Alien, are you interested in my mouth? Something you want to check out? Are you a dental hygienist? I'm gonna do the dental hygienist so proud because I'm actually regularly flossing now. They're gonna be so proud of me. Fuck, don't D-pad there. It's all analog. There's some goofy stuff, but nothing like horribly bad. It's like fine. A Uraboo. Is that a thing? Uraboo? Are you interested in my mouth? Hey. There's, you know, there's been worse ways to imply things, you know. Not always. There have been some days where I cheated and didn't floss. I'll still brush. Hey, I'm not... My gums aren't as red, so that's nice. Less inflamed. I'm just thinking of like Plymouth Rock. Uraboo. That should be a new thing though, a Uraboo. Oh god, that's not the way to turn. Hit this stupid barrel. Misfortune. Thank you. I've used both the floss and the water pick. The water pick is interesting. The thing about the water pick is I have to go to the sink. And I'll like just sit here and floss before I go brush. So for the water pick, I have to actually go into the bathroom and sit there. I want those. Redum, are you actually a Zoomer? Are you actually a Zoomer? You know, you don't have to pretend to be one. It's okay to admit you were born in the 90s. We won't judge.
It's the enemy. I need help.
Oh right, I have the M9. Don't do this with the analog. Up top, zoomy. See, now I'm just thinking of the Heelys, like the shoes. Zoomies. It's always a little bit vague, that stuff. Oh, All right. Oh. Not quite. Now you get a point, disc man roll. You also get a point for just having a very hard name to say. No. Like that. See, that crouch thing.
Good work, right?
Shut up. The crouch is if you don't move. And then if you want to move, you stand up. I should have just went for SOCOM, I think. I haven't tried also hi Sheepdog. I haven't tried the Sonic the Hedgehog movie. I think I could enjoy it if I come in with low expectations. Yeah, shut up indeed. I don't need his positive reinforcement. He's not even real, okay? My dude's about to talk some nonsense in about 20 minutes. Try to throw me off my game plan. I don't need to listen to that dude. Well, I just don't have high expectation for any video game movie. I still haven't seen the first Silent Hill one. I know the second one is absolute trash. I'm not gonna roll up these stairs because I suck. I'm gonna avoid some of this goofy stuff that is really precise today. Just go for basic baby stuff. Oh.
Yo. What are you
doing? What are you doing? Thanks, Vermillion, for the raid. Much better.
Understood. Reinforcements are on their way to the front of the elevator on B2 of the Shell 1 core.
I appreciate that their humor is just getting more and more funky. Nice. Hey, it's not a cartwheel. It's a spinny thing in the air. Get it right. Minimum wage Craigslist ad. That's where I get all my soldiers. Come on, Ames. There he is.
You're Ames, aren't you?
Good spot. A ply wheel. Yeah. The ply wheel.
King.
I should have quit. Not just... I don't have turbo. That was a mess. It was weird. I am no king. Send backup. Envoyer de renfort. Hey. If anyone wants to call me king, that's their business. I am once again not going for the dumb thing. Ah, psych. I fooled you. I did it. Haha. You dropped your bass, king. Haha, fooled you. I did go for it. They're like, he said he's gonna be careful and cautious, and then he goes for the sterial. The stroll. Yeah, the stroll, because it's a roll, not a aerial, it's a roll. The stroll. I'm going for strolls. Strolling in off of New York. The balls on this Kong. I saw a Twitter post today about how Donkey Kong ate Diddy Kong because he was hungry and he did not regret it. I did not like it. But I acknowledged it in my brain. I could have rolled again, I think. Such is nature. Yes. Haven't seen it personally. A sheepdog. Oh. Sensitivity is way different.
Right, catch!
Wow, really? Whatever. Hey, Bob. Yes, I've had those days, Redham. I think about online handles. Do they have to call you every 2 minutes? They're like, you should be doing worse, okay? I'm setting boundaries by saying I don't want to save. I don't want to listen to any of you. I should have had the AK out, whatever. Was the whole point. Nope. Just
Encounter
a little off.
backup.
Understood. Eliminate the target.
It's a shame, you know. Virillion. Okay, there's an M in there. There's an M in there.
Return to your positions.
See, I do not have that problem. So that's nice.
All units exercise extreme caution.
People know. They know what wood is. Airlean. Airlean is sick, though. Come on. Who wouldn't want to be called Airlean? That sounds like a sick, like, skateboarding move or something. Or maybe you do it with your Heelys. The Airlean? Airlean. If you find some sort of, like, air-based tech, you gotta call it the Airlean. That shit is awesome. The Airlean. Too cool. Fast elevator. Yep. We call that the Airlean. Earl Land. Earl Lion. I was about to hold X to swim fast. You hold circle. We're talking PlayStation pad. Of course, I am playing with an Xbox pad. Another way I'm lying to my audience. What the? I just got blue medaled, actually. That's what just happened there. Definitely just got blue medaled. Also, I forgot to do the D-pad setup. I was just too excited. You know, these menus, this is why I do not run this game.
What are you doing?
Can't deal with them. Alright. Dude, it's like 4 in the morning. And we don't shout. That's why we have the mic nice and close. This is card 4. Oh my god, I still have the D-mic out. It's Plant, who cares?
I took these photos.
I'm having a much better time than the other day. That's nice. It can be really hard. I'd say MGS1 is harder in certain ways. I don't know. I don't know how to exactly talk about difficulty. Wow, another fast elevator? It seems. Alright, here we go. Let's do it. Am I not? There we go. It was a bit slow. Ah, what you're supposed to do now is call them if you're confused. I think Strafe told me that he played the game with, I believe, his brother or something, and it was the German version, but they didn't speak German at the time. So it was like supremely hard to know what the hell you were supposed to do. Like, imagine trying to play this game without any indication of what you're really supposed to do aside from visuals and like the codex and the storytelling. I just can't even imagine, because it's not very straightforward. And just like find your way around, I guess. Hopefully you'll figure it out. Oh, that was not quite right. I'll do it. They got the bees. So there is a there are some zips you can do with Emma to speed up this upcoming sequence, but I'm not going for them. I'm not. I've done the first one. It's really not that bad, but I'm not comfortable doing it in a race, so I'm just not going to. It's really not that hard though, but I'm not that confident in it. Zips are cool though, and as far as I know, you really can only do them on the PC version. They do cause alerts though, so you can't be doing it on Big Boss. Who am I racing? I am racing Theory, who is definitely going to kick my ass. King of the Bees and Shard of Kingdoms. So the hope is that I get second, but both of those players are also in good practice. So, but Theory has a faster time than I do. Very much in practice in this game. I am just kind of running in raw. So, but yeah, right here, there's a setup where you knock Emma into the corner, northeast corner of that elevator, knock her out of bounds, and that will allow you to skip holding her hand through this whole sequence. I think if you do it all well and good, you save like 7 seconds. It's pretty good. It sounds small, but in the context of, oops, didn't mean to do it. In the context of BE, it's quite nice. The turbo hand grab. The turbo hand grab. Just like, let me have your hand. Give me your hand. Thanks, sheepdog. It's the sheepdog. As I recall, sheepdog is a true Steel Battalion player. When Lighty comes to the States, that's not what I want to do. Oh, God. I think I'll bust out the Steel Battalion controller so she can try that. That'll be fun to watch. The what? Oh, just one of the greatest games ever made. For the original Xbox. The original X-Butt. Meh. Nice. 3 pedals. Like 30 buttons. Oh my word. Playing that game without the manual. How awful. It sounds terrible. It sounds legitimately awful. Like, that is a game that, like, read the manual, read guide, read FAQ, all of it. Or you have someone with you explaining everything. I feel too young for this? What do you mean you feel too young for this? You were the appropriate age to Battalion of Steel. Should have killed that guy first. Ah. That is because you're European. That's my guess. I mean, Xbox wasn't super popular in Europe. I imagine that game sold the best in Japan and America. But, you know, sold well. It sold fine enough for them to break even. Yep, just original Xbox. That and the multiplayer Line of Contact, which there is still a crew that plays Line. I've played it a couple of times. Not bad. Where is this point that you line up? We have like a screen cap. It's like right here or something. You can actually pre-aim. I think it's like right there. It depends. Oh no. But yeah, you can pre-aim for Vamp too. Which really what you want to pre-aim to give him a headshot. That's what you would want to do. So he'd be done in one shot on very easy. I think it's like there. I think he's just like to the left of the thing. I mean, like, if you're playing on Rookie and you have someone helping you, it certainly was the case that, like, getting through stage 4 was really rough. Stage 4 is such a hurdle, but honestly, like, stage 4 is, and stage, is it 7? The factory raid, those are the worst. Casually, I think. Well, also the planes are rough. Planes are really rough. I mean, if you just don't know the strategies, the whole game's gonna be rough after stage 3. You can get by on those first 3 stages. You just guess. We're not about that guessing life. You know how it is. We're trying to find the exact pinpointed location so that everything is precise. I'm looking at Limes, see if he makes it exciting. Yeah, it's like right there. There's a new Armored Core coming out. From Software's making it. Waiting on the new Tenchu game that will never come. Tenchu coming in 2030. It's like right there. Let's see. Watch me kill Emma. Okay, it was like almost correct. I was like a hair too much to the right. There's some. It kind of reminds me of Shagohod sniping a little bit, like the final C4 for Shagohod, where it's like there's some cue, but I think this one's even more subtle. Something in the water or the pipe or something. One, two. Emma definitely wasn't brought to safety, but she fulfilled her role, so hats off to you, Emma. We appreciate your service. All right.
It's been a while, hasn't it? Jack the Ripper?
You know this fellow?
Know this fellow?
Remember me, don't you? You've grown.
I need to, like...
High concentration of cerebral
Look at all that to say, press the
Have they
button.
altered your memory, too?
Come on, French. Oh, she's dead as hell. She got stabbed. She's super dead. Sorry. This is the reason why she doesn't show up after this point.
Olga, you can't keep this up. They're bound to.
Spoilers, she's dead.
Listen, I'll free you in a little
Spoilers,
while.
this is the end of the
Brace
game.
yourself.
We just got pinched in our arm. Spoilers. I want to keep this on. It's getting to be that time of the year where you want to play this game, though. About to be the day. Soon to be the day. Sorry, sheepdog. April 30th. Nice. Well done. This when you hold select. We have a bunch of mods for this game. You can play like always on caution, for instance. You know, have all weapons. I don't want to switch to non-lethal when I shouldn't. No, it's not. Oh god, I don't have the box on. Shouldn't even be using. Supposed to like cartwheel and shoot. If you do non-lethal, you can't pierce. Pierce is always lethal damage. And piercing is the fastest way to end the attack. That's wrong. Your boy does pierce strats. That's the other reason why I don't have turbo on right stick. Because if you do that, then you have to let go of, you have to not do pierce. Yeah, your boy. Am I not your boy? Feels bad. I am. Good.
It
I'm
came
glad
as
we
no
got that all
surprise
sorted
when
out.
Ocelot discovered the S3 data from GW. Using fire to fight fire, creating the perfect assassin to retire Solid Snake's brother. S3 stands for Solid Snake Simulation. It's a development program to artificially reproduce Solid Snake, the perfect warrior. The result is a Foxhound Commando. When Foxhound no longer exists.
This is exactly how I smoke my cigarettes.
Sound like someone you know?
Lying on the floor carrying a missile
I'm
launcher.
sorry to see you reduced to one of the Patriots' puppets. But I've made use of you, and their plan too. Solid Snake's sudden appearance, your arrival. It was obvious the Patriots were among my ranks. I had to smoke out the agent before the mission entered the final phase. You came in handy, as bait. Jack, those days during the Civil War were as real as they come. Every day was absolute. Split between life and death.
Portable with vibration.
You ran from it. And now you've been led back to war by something less than real.
It does kill.
Are you awake yet, Jack? GW, the Arsenal AI is corrupted beyond repair. I admit that I underestimated you.
Who's that guy on the left? Why does it look like he has like the rock eyebrow going on?
My son.
Ocelot.
What do you hope to hear? You know he doesn't know anything.
Who's that guy?
It's not him I want the answers
Nice
from.
fashionable red gloves. Old man brown suit. Ocelot. Raiden had a hard life. That's what Akon says about Snake. But who had the harder life? Let us know in the comments below. Solid Snuck High or Raiden from Mortal Kombat. Who are these? Tweedledum Tweedledee. Shut up.
Good work, Jack. But
Good
this
work,
is where
Jack.
it gets interesting.
The tiniest light trail that ever could. It's literally the fastest intro possible.
Die.
And a perfect Solidus.
Do you remember this place?
Of
That's the
course.
predicted time.
This is where we first met. I remember now. Today is the
So
day
how do I
met
measure
you.
up?
That's it.
That puts me at 4th. Not bad. But that's an old theory run. That's theory circa 7 months ago. That's how hard theory's gone in this game, folks. Theory from 7 months ago. Jeez.
I think I found something to pass along to the future.
What?
Now he's got a 102.28.
He said all living things want their genes to live on.
Are you talking about the baby?
baby?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hush. Hush, little one. I didn't know in French they do ADN, not DNA. the acronym is different. It's not the same theory. Oh, it is the same theory. What do you mean? So I'd have to save another 40-ish seconds to beat JMC. Okay. That was honestly a pretty good run. That was pretty good. Like, yeah, there was slop, but it wasn't like anything excessive. If I assume I had a 6-minute tanker, there'd be a 103. Okay. Not bad. Cheeky play practice. Well, I can't get completely stomped. Yeah, doing plant. I beat your plant time. Ooh. I was like, oh, I'll do plant. Plant's way more fun. Fuck tanker. Whole game. What a joke. Plant is clearly where it's at. We could get straight into the fun part of the run. Not the Goid section. Goid section 1, 2, 3. You race plant? Someone wants to do a plant race, like, nothing stopping you. In fact, maybe it's better to start by learning plant. You do tanker on its own, then plant on its own, then you put them together. Then you don't have to think about tanker. Oh, you have a current. Well, it makes sense because there's nothing. Like, Platonic has a 5736, which he says this is not a good run. This is not a good run. It is old. 7 months. In 7 months, Theory has become, one of the it VE runners. Not in the doldrums. Sick progression. It's true. Very impressive. Chard got a 343 3 days ago. Very nice. Beats the Tyler Makarov tie. I'm just looking forward to racing. It's just fun. You're a race addict. You know it. Sunday I was like, oh god, Today I'm like, oh, you know what? I'm alright. I just need rest. I think that's really what it came down to, you know? Plus now I'm like, oh, hey, plant. Why not? I just don't want to get stuck in this game. That's all. That's why I don't even know if I'm gonna participate. It's so hard because I know I really love normal. I don't even know if I'd participate in such a tournament due to wanting to do other stuff and not get stuck in solid 2 stuff. So, I don't know. I have to decide if I'm going to. I think I should. Like, I think I might do another hard run on Ghost Babel, and that should be pretty improvable. Like, I think even if I had like horrible luck for whatever reason, I could still save a minute. I do legitimately, for all the crap people give me about how I feel about this game, I actually really do think this is a fun run. And it could actually be the game with the most players in it. It has a ways to go, though. It has a ways to go on that front. All right, I think we're finally done with this crud. See, that's a prediction. I still have to skip these. I still have to skip this part. You know, not bad. Not bad. I mean, there was some scum in there, but like decent run.